Gavin has been a client of ours. We've developed a bespoke solution for Gavin.
I just wanted to talk about, I suppose, the journey for us from an off-the-shelf system to where we are today with a completely bespoke system designed by the guys at Web Alliance. At first, the system that we did use was recommended to me by a friend who had set up his own recruitment business, and it was free. If someone's telling you that you can get this CRM system and it's free, then I was all over it. So at first, it did pretty much what I wanted it to do. And it worked okay when it was just me sitting in my spare room, just recruiting. However, when we then wanted to add new members of staff to the system, that's number one, where the cost came in. As we were growing as a business, it had stuff on it that we really needed, but it was coming at an increasing cost. And up until very recently, we were at 17 people. And also, we were very, very aware that this was something that we would never own. So their costs were only ever going to go up. And as a result of that, so were ours. As we're getting bigger and we're trying to explain to new employees, it's okay, but it's not really okay. And then you feel a little bit embarrassed because you think, why am I having to justify that we've got a substandard system to a new member of staff? Moving forward then to within the last 4 years, the company grew and we had a temp recruitment business as well. For the first 7 years of the business, it was just purely perm recruitment. And then the temp side of the business was established, which then suddenly dealt with low skilled minimum wage temps at very, very, very high volume. So we're talking about 50, 60, in peak, 150 members of staff. You can't manage that through an Excel spreadsheet. And so very quickly we thought, right, we need to now do something else. And the system again that we were using had a temp bolt on, but I suppose when we realised, number one, how much that was going to cost us, and number two, what it didn't do, that was when we thought really seriously about having to look at some software. And that's where we were. So we started designing the bespoke system to literally work in exactly the way that we wanted it to work. So we wrote down a process for every single thing that we do. It helped us see just how much time we were wasting. And it was very, very clear suddenly that we were doing 3 or 4 different tasks for one thing when we only needed to do it once. So our time was being massively, massively wasted. To compare that then, to compare the system that we've got at the moment to the system that we used, like it's just so easy to train people on the new system. Adding a candidate onto our system with Web Alliance now is just, it's a breeze. It takes 30 seconds to add. The system's going to be talking to our accounts, so it will be talking to our Sage. So when we need to do a payroll report, it's already done. When we need to check invoices, it's already done. It's just the click of a button, and it works exactly the way that we work, as opposed to we're working the way that it makes us work. One of the big things is the ability to train someone on the system. The joy is that you can literally pick up the training and I can show someone how to use this system, and within 10 minutes, everything's linked, and we can very quickly, at the click of a couple of buttons, get to exactly where we need to be, so that should one of us drop dead or should one of us not be in the office, everyone can access exactly what they need to access. So it's just a really, really good system for us. That's it.